Bayonet. I'm part of Royal Airship Kamehameha and in the steampunk verse, and part of the Steam Federation. We are also part of Bartitsu Productions, which does various types of martial arts from 1550 to about 2000. So, this is the Bartitsu cane class, and we're going to be covering some material dated from 1899. So, how are we doing on the it's not done? Oh well. Okay, and do we have John? We do not, okay.
Can I get John?
Do voiceover for John, okay. Well, if he gets here, Okay.
I mean, I can tell him the show's starting.
Tell him the show's starting, that's great.
I'll tell him.
He's right here, Chris. You got it? I think I got it.
Okay, anyway. The game is that it is 1899, London. There is a school of Bartitsu. Barton Wright is the creator of the school. He was an engineer, and in the 1860s, he was born in 1860, and he was born outside of London, but to British parents. He spent time in Japan as an engineer, helping them with their railroads. He brought together.
It says it'll be right out.
It'll be very good. He decided to put together a group of eclectic martial artists. He brought jiu-jitsu from Japan. He brought savate from France. He brought a cane fighter who was Swiss French, and he also incorporated British boxing and British wrestling. What we're going to be going over today are the cane techniques, and if we have the appropriate personnel, we'll show you some of the pugilism and some of the kicks. Now, there are only 3 kicks in the Bartitsu system, but there are lots of cane techniques. The biggest thing that you have to realize about the Bartitsu technique, the Swiss cane technique, is that you are using the cane as a mace. You are not using it as a sword. The 2 years before the Victoria sat on the throne, the thought was that you would use a cane like a sword, like a cutting and thrusting weapon. The type of cane that was recommended by Lieutenant Colonel Random was a cane like so. He abhorred the ball head. He said it got in the way. This was supposed to be used as a cutting and a thrusting weapon. And he advocated the thumb up here as a grip, to protect, just like a saber or a spadoon. By 1899, Professor Vignay recommended to use the cane with a ball head or with a crook, and you smack him with the ball head. So, we're going to be taking it from that perspective. Okay, did I wait long enough for John? No. Okay. So, I'd like to introduce Prevost Dave Charles from Halberstadt. Dave and Jill, 2 of my longtime students. My old buddy Mike, and Military Master of Arms John P. Sullins will be joining us momentarily. Bartitsu Productions is, there are 3 principals. Maestro Sullins, Prevost Charles, and myself, Guru Badillo, are part of Bartitsu Productions. These are not imaginary titles. These are actual 21st century titles that we have earned through a course of study. In the steampunk verse, that's something completely different. We'll be getting there. So, how many of you guys would like to participate?
Oh.
Great. Okay. How many of you guys have had martial art experience before? Great. How many of you guys have had weapons martial art experience before? Great. Okay. We'll be segmenting you in just a moment. Dave and Jill, you have your canes, yes? Please stand over there. Charles, you go over here, please. Facing them. Okay, there are several guards in Bartitsu, according to Professor Vignay. The first guard is if you're right-handed, you have your right foot forward, your guard is here, pointing the ball of the head at the opponent's left eye. Please take the forward guard. Please take 2 steps forward, Dave and Jill, so that enemy coming from the door. There you go, very good. Okay? So, that is the forward guard. The rear guard is you pivot on your left foot. You take your empty hand, you place it over your sternum. You cover the mark. In the 19th century, they called the sternum the mark. Pugilists would punch you in the sternum for a knockout blow. If you watched American football, you might have seen helmets go into that opponent's sternum and for negative effect. The rear guard, there are several rear guards. This is the primary rear guard. The low rear guard is here. The danger of a low rear guard, if there are multiple opponents, that someone can come behind you and take your cane. So there's a variation of the low guard, which is here. Okay? We also have a double-handed guard, either at neutral, right forward, or left forward, your choice. Good. Okay. Fantastic. And down. Okay. Dave, you come up. Prevos, would you take the rear low guard, please? Okay. You're going to do the striking attacks. Professor Vignay has a numbered system for attacks. These numbered systems for attack don't mean anything because we've learned so many different numbering systems around over the years that all it is to help the people understand where they're supposed to attack. When there is a right forward guard, we strike the inside of the knee. When there is a left guard, we strike the outside of the knee as the number 1 strike. David, please take a forward guard. Okay. Okay. Please measure distance. There we go. Imagine a weighted cane, a brass-headed cane, smacking into the kneecap. Number 1 strike, please. Boom. Number 2 strike to the other kneecap. Number 3 to the rib cage. Number 4 to the other side. And recover. Take a forward guard, please. Here goes Charles. Just take a forward guard. Take with your stick up pointing to his eye. Now, what's the problem getting into distance when your opponent has this at your left eye? Please come into distance. Okay. Take a half step back. Measure distance to his knee. Excellent. Very good. Okay. So with David being taller, this is a safe strike for him. If it were David and myself, this would not be a safe strike for myself. There's a huge difference. Number 1 strike. Number 2 strike. Number 3 strike. Number 4 strike. Okay, now's the weird attack. The weird attack is to the top of your cranium. Think of a baseball cap. You know where the button on the baseball cap is? That's on your skull, that's the last place that the plates fuse. A metal brass cane the head is going to impact that point. Please go to a saber guard. Head guard, please. There's a saber guard. Professor Vignay says that most people have been trained with a saber defense. He wanted to defeat this saber defense for this attack. Please do the number 5 attack. It comes up and over the standard guard and hits on the button. Please go to this guard. Next attack. Boom. And then A bayonet. Jump out of the way, Charles. And then to the rear. Very good. Face Jill. Okay. And take your low guard. Very good. And with Charles, go through the cutting pattern, please. At your own speed. Very good. And back. Very good. Thank you. Jill, cutting pattern, please. Dave and Jill are husband and wife. They are things they do in their driveway. David, please take a right forward guard. Right foot forward. Put your cane behind you. Okay. Strike him in the kneecap. And the kneecap. And the rib cage. And the other rib cage. And then the head. And then the other head. Well done. And then the bayonet. Good, and behind. Very good. Okay. Very good. Thank you.
There it is.
Guard your knee.
I'll be right here.
Knee. Ribs. Other rib. Head. Other head. Bayonet. Alright. So we lost one cane already. The Victorians called rattan bamboo. In the books they call it rattan, they call it bamboo. What it really was is rattan. Bamboo shatters. Rattan shatters bone. It doesn't create a clean break. It creates multiple pieces of bone. All right? Your attack. Professor Vignay said, don't be there. If I'm going to hit you in the head, do you want your head to be in the place that I'm aiming for? No. Get out of the way. If I attack David, he's going to get out of the way first before he blocks. Then he's going to respond to my head. Then I'm going to respond to him. And then he's going to respond to me. Okay. So that's how free play begins. Maestro Sullivan. Yes. You're good. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Military Master of Arms, John P. Sullins. We're going to be doing a demonstration of single stick. Prevost Charles and Maestro Sullivan, if you grab a single stick.
Get my glove.
The glove, okay. The single sticks are in the box. Every individual in the steampunk verse in grade school would have learned single stick as part of their training. There was a substitute in the 1850s to 1890s for a steel weapon. And Professor Vignay said we should be learning how to defeat these people that are being trained in this way. So he believes that using a cane with a weighted head is the best way to do this as they're gearing up. Let me show you what I mean by a cane with a weighted head. Hold it by that end. And pass that down, please.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. These aren't resin. These are actually brass.
Oh yeah. Good.
All right. Very good. At the ready, gentlemen? Yes, please. salute one another. And on guard, begin. Halt. Acknowledgement on this side. 1 point after after yours lands, he lands. So 1-0. At the ready, begin. Halt. Point to wrist. 1-1. Ready. Begin. Halt. Take 2 steps that way. Begin. Halt. Nothing done. Round is here. Ready? Begin. Ah! Halt. I believe there was a cut this way. Yes? Okay. You're saying no. You don't know. I'm saying yes. I overrule. 2, 1. Bow. Done. Salute.
Very good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So it takes many, many years. Give them a round of hand. It takes many years to come up to that skill level. With a cane, it's in your hand immediately. If you have a sword, you have to unsheath it. My cane's here. It's already in my hand. It can be used tip up, or it can be used as a mace. They recommend in the book, and there are a series of articles that were published by Barton Wright, and he says you have to increase your wrist flexibility so that you can do this and this. Okay. And this. He called these flicks and flits. Those of you that know the Filipino combative arts might know this as the abanico. But imagine with a weighted cane here. Very good. Those of you that would like to participate, please stand up. Join us over here.
Sure.
Hey. Oh, hi. Hi, Mike. Okay, those of you that have had weapons martial arts training, stand over here. Those of you who had martial arts training, over here. Those of you that haven't had any martial arts training, stand over here. Okay, well done. No weapons yet. Okay, so, Michael, if you would please hand out the curved canes to the tall gentleman, or the tall folks. Dave, if you hand out those that you would to folks that will appropriately fit that.
Yeah, the sun moves and it gets suddenly colder.
Good.
I had that guy.
Anyone got one? Anyone got one? Great, okay. Please line up here. Fantastic. Cool. And yeah, let's get to my marshal. Forward over here. Yeah. Here. Great, okay. Jill, please take the forward guard at me. Okay, right foot forward. Bend the elbow. This is going towards the opponent's left eye. Your opponent is your same height. Okay? Grab the cane by the parts that be on the ground. Okay? Okay? Right foot forward. Point your toe at your imaginary opponent. Bend your elbow. Very good. Very good? Yeah. Very good. Okay, great. And eyeball. There you go. There. Eyeball. Great. Now, do not put your thumb out. Wrap it around like a hammer, because if you block like this, you'll get your thumb busted. Okay? So, thank you, Jill. Mike? Okay. Right forward stance. Very good. Face me. Good. Okay. Put your empty hand across your sternum. There are two bones here, a lot of little bones here. You want the big bones covering the sternum. Okay? In the FMA, we do this, so we can come out. This is a shield for your sternum. Here's our forward guard. Rear guard, pivot back. Okay? And it goes high. It goes high, very good. If I walk in, I get popped. Yes? Good. Low rear guard. Very good. Okay? Modified rear guard is like so. Very good. Okay. And then two feet forward and up. Or whichever way you want. Great. Dave. And Dave. Okay. Please face one another. Okay. Here goes Charles. Right foot forward. Dave, you want to do a number one strike to the kneecap. Pop. Okay? So, imagine your opponent. Oh, first thing. Start your cane this way and see if you get your training partner. If you do, make another rub. There we go.
Very close.
Now put the cane in front of you. If you hit your training partners, step back. There we go. In college, my theater instructor said, that is virtual volume. What you can touch with the ladder on the set is virtual volume. So, David, strike number one. Boom. Recover. Prevost Charles, strike number one. Boom. Notice that Prevost Charles's distance and my distance are considerably different than David's distance. At the ready, please. Recover, please. Participants at the ready. Slowly, strike number one to the kneecap. And Mike and Jill and Mike go around. Out. Okay. Okay. Second. Good. Good. Excellent. Yeah, very good. Excellent. Wrap the thumb. With the thumb up like this when you're striking, you disarm yourself. There's a possibility you disarm yourself. Okay.
Rotating the upper body or the hips in the air?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Okay. It's London. It's 1899. What is the roadway made of? Cobblestone. What kind of weather conditions do you have in London? Wet. What kind of shoes are you wearing? Leather. Leather shoes on wet cobblestone. Small steps. All right. So, strike number two, David. No, it's the outside. Prevost Charles, strike number two. Participants, strike number two. The backhand to the kneecap. Okay? The physical structure of the 19th century was such that you wanted to create a triangle with your body. Your feet up to so. Do not bend over. Do not lean for it. Okay? Strike number three, David. Strike number four. You're smashing the ribs with the ball of the cane. Number three is a backhand. Please do number three. Come around the head, do a number four. Relax. Prevost Charles, please go 1 through 4 at your own speed. Begin. Great. At your own speed. Strike number 1, 2, 3, 4. At your own speed, go. Strike number 5 is a very odd one. Okay? You're going to right foot forward. You're going to pivot on your right foot so that your left foot forward. You're going to bring the mace up and over like that rear guard.
Like a hook shot.
Yep. Prevost Charles, would you demonstrate, please? Pivot and up and over. Bang. Now notice how with the height differential, where you have to hit. Recover. David, attack Prevost Charles, please. Bang. Okay, so you're going for the soft spot of the skull. You're in a right forward stance. Pivot to a left forward stance. Bring it up and over and smack your imaginary opponent. Very good. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, your left hand. Good. Good. Marshall, thumb around. Yeah. We are. Gentlemen, we have corsets on. If you so choose, to lower your center of gravity on with leather sole shoes on wet cobblestone, I would say yes.
Okay, what am I doing at that time?
I do this with my character shoes.
If I have to hit David, and I'm here, I've just smacked him. Let's see, 3, 4. I'm here. Bang.
We're not changing the hand position from the top shot either.
Right. Boom. Like so.
I feel like walking around Fonzie, San Francisco.
Okay. Now, from here, watch my feet. Right foot to the left foot. Cane points to the ground. Left foot back. It goes into a T, and I strike the same place. Okay? So I went from 5. I bring my right foot to my left foot. My cane goes down. My left foot goes out. My right foot comes back. I get enough distance, and I create a T. This strike is brought to you by the letter T. The jokes get worse, guys. Sorry. Okay, Jill.
What do you buy? Is a wizard.
I always thought like the open books of writing must have like,
So,
you know,
do the number 5 strike.
studs on them
Dave.
or something.
Something.
You pivot in.
Spikes.
Bang.
Yeah. I got it.
Yep. Boom. So, that was you have the left foot forward here. Left foot here.
Well played.
Okay. Trigger here.
I haven't
There you
even
go.
seen something.
Fantastic. And up and over.
Oh, I see.
There we go. Okay.
Going the other
Bring
way.
the dead.
The other way.
Sorry.
Voila. Okay. So you just smacked him in 5, right? Then you bring your left foot to your right foot. Point the cane down. Left foot goes back and into the T. Okay? Okay. If your thumb is up here, it does give you a little bit more accuracy, but when the impact becomes difficult. Yes? Okay. Great. Now, from there, we have a bayonet. We pivot on the right, grab the cane here, thrust for the sternum, or the throat, or the groin. Your choice. Take your the target of opportunity, right? Very good. Okay, so from the beginning. Oh, no, that's right. Bayonet forward, then there's bayonet back behind you. Because the ruffians run in packs. Okay. Okay. David, Jill, please face the students. Out the ready. Strike number 1. Go. Strike number 2. 3. 4. Think about it. 5. Up and over. Yep, up and over. Boom. Good. 6. Bayonet. Bayonet to the rear. Very good.
Here's the tactical application on this 6.
Thank you.
going upper summit high on David. David's got the reach. Actually, let's switch around. I'm going somewhere down here because I want to take his knees out. He's bigger than me. All right? So I come down here, something like that, and he goes into that nice T. What do I have left? Not a lot. So that's what that move's supposed to be. Right? This one, you're not doing that. You're in here to get a shot. So that's the difference between the two.
Okay, please form a single file line in front of me. And meet Bob.
Bob the commie.
Do not hit Bob's knees. Bob's knees will shatter. But feel free to go to town on Bob's ribcage and Bob's head. Please come into distance. Very good. And remember you're aiming for here on the ribs. Okay? The number 1 strike is down there. Number 1. Number 2 is on the other side. Good. Number 3 is to the rib cage on the other side. Smack it. Good. Smack it again. Hard. Good. Now on the other side. Now pivot so that you're. There you go. There we go. There we go. 4. Now pivot. 5. There we go. Now. Yes. Down and to the teeth. Very now. With this. So here. And other hand goes up into C. There we go. Good. Again. 1. Strike number 1. Strike number 2. Strike number 3. 4. 5. Pivot. Pivot. And up and over. There you go. And then 6. There you go. 1. Well done. Give him a round of applause.